Greetings, Cyberdogs and citizens of the interwebs. This is ReNDoG coming at you in another episode of Minecraft Survival from the Hermitcraft server. Oh my goodness, look at these flies buzzing around my head over here. Guys, I am so excited about today's episode because today we are starting our next major project for season number 5. Welcome, Cyberdog to the MobaLisa 2.0. And as you guys can see, we got a couple of friends with us over here. Iskal85, Stress Monster 101, flying around like nobody's business. And both of these guys are super pumped. Oh my goodness. We have been working here in this brand new area together for a few hours. Well, more than a few hours, in fact. We spent a long time this weekend planning a brand new project over here. And this is going to be the MobaLisa 2.0. For those of you guys who are with us for MobaLisa 1 in Season 4, Iskal and I tried to make a mini-game on the server, and, well, we failed to complete the project because, well, we made it way too complicated. This time around, though, we have got some plans to make the MobaLisa really amazing. I'm going to take you guys through the basics of the game, explain to you exactly what is cracking around here and what we are going to be doing out here. And then we're going to get busy, man. We got lots of work to do. Strace is going to join us for this project. She's going to help us with a bunch of stuff, helping us with the terraforming, the beautification, game design, everything. So with 3 of us behind the wheel, we should definitely be able to get the MobaLisa running this season. It's going to be freaking awesome. Okay, so for those of you guys who don't know what the MobaLisa is, it is basically a MOBA game in Minecraft Survival. A MOBA game is something like League of Legends, Dota, Heroes of New Earth, Heroes of the Storm, all of those sort of games. And if you guys have no idea what those games are, well, let me try break it down for you exactly how this game is going to work. We are going to be working on this side of the arena. This giant area that you see over here is the MobaLisa arena. Iskal's going to be working on that side of the arena, already looking pretty sweet, right? He has been super inspired, and he's been throwing stuff up left, right, and center, man. You guys definitely need to go and check out Stress and Iskal's channel directly after this video because they're going to have MobaLisa videos up too. And the 3 of us are going to be doing this for the next few weeks until it's freaking finished. Now, the more observant of you guys out there may have noticed that the location of the MobaLisa 2.0 has actually changed. A couple of episodes ago or so, I showed you a giant pit that Iskal and I were currently working on, and that is where we were going to originally put this game. But Iskal and I got together and we decided that we needed to find a new location. You see, in the MobaLisa minigame, we need to use spawners, and we need to use quite a few of those spawners, and those spawners need to be in very specific locations. And in the previous build, those spawners were just not where we needed them to be. Out here, however, in this brand new area, we've got spawners exactly where we need them. And Iskal and I spent a butt ton of time trying to find this spot, and it's absolutely perfect for what we're trying to do. Now, for those of you guys who have no idea how the MobaLisa works or how this minigame functions, let me try and break it down for your fine faces. This is a giant PvP arena, okay? It is 4 versus 4, so teams of 4 against each other, and it is one kingdom versus another kingdom. We've got the Orc Kingdom over there, which Iskal is going to be taking care of, and we are going to be taking care of the Elf Kingdom. We're going to be building a beautiful elvish castle / kingdom thing in this location over here, and the lore of the game, of course, is orcs versus elves, right? That's the basics of it. Now, how does the arena work per se? That is the most interesting thing about the MobaLisa arena. It's not just, you know, PvP battling to get into each other's bases. Oh no, it is way more advanced than that. Let's start with the win condition for the game. Okay, in each of the kingdoms, there is going to be a pile of loot. Over here, we might have a pile of, say, diamond blocks, for example, and the orcs might have a pile of emerald blocks. The idea is, as the elf team, if we want to win the game of MobaLisa, we need to fight our way into the orcish stronghold and steal all of their emerald blocks. In this case, it's birchwood, but imagine it's freaking emeralds, right? After a certain amount of time has passed, at the moment we're sort of saying 20 minutes per round, whoever has the fewer blocks left in their loot pile loses the match. So that is the conditions to win a round of Mobilisa. Super simple, really, really basic to understand, and really, really cool, I think, because of course we can balance the game by making it possible for you to get better pickaxes throughout a battle of Mobilisa so that you can mine those materials a little bit quicker, and so on and so forth. Now, there is a whole other part to the game that makes the thing a lot more interesting. This isn't just a game about PvP. You don't just rush across the battlefield, kill all the orcs and steal their loot. There is going to be an economy in this game. There is going to be a way to generate, well, a currency that you can use to purchase items. So, for example, we might start the game with nothing but stone tools and leather armor. But there is going to be a way that you can buy better gear so that you can make it easier for yourself to pillage the enemy kingdom. And that's where these spawners come into play. There is a zombie spawner within each kingdom. So we've got a zombie spawner back here, and the orcs have a zombie spawner within their walls also. And one of the players in your team of 4 is going to spend their time killing zombies. Those zombies are going to be dropping rotten flesh, and that rotten flesh is going to be used inside of a shop inside of the kingdoms, where you'll be able to upgrade your weapons, buy better pickaxes, get better armor, get potions and stuff like that, and you'll be able to spend that rotten flesh to upgrade your team and to upgrade yourselves within the game of Mobilisa. Now, that isn't exactly where it stops, because right here you guys can see there is a little bit of a cave lane, which I'm going to show you in a moment. But before we get to that, let's talk about the lanes. What we're going to be trying to do in the Mobilisa is not just have a giant open arena like this. We want to try and break it down into lanes. And as you can see, we sort of have a central lane at the moment that we've worked on that goes from the entrance of the Orc Kingdom all the way across this bridge, which is going to act as a choke point in the game, all the way into the Elf Kingdom, and their entrance is going to be over there, marked by those grey pillars, right? This is where a lot of the battling is going to be going down. But that is not the only way that you'll be able to get yourself into your enemy kingdom. Take a look at this. We're going to have a secondary entranceway, which is going to be a nice thin underground cave passage, which Stress is going to be working on. And in the middle of this passage, we have got a skeleton spawner. Take a look. There's a skeleton spawner. Now, the reason the skeleton spawner is really interesting is because what we're going to do in the game of Mobilisa is we're going to allow you to buy stuff using bones. Now, bones are going to unlock for you much better items than rotten flesh can, right? So we're going to have 2 different currencies. Rotten flesh that you can get from the zombie spawner within your base, or bones that are going to be much more difficult to get from within the caved lane of the Mobilisa 2. So if you get a bunch of bones, you can head back into your kingdom and you can spend those bones on buying better items, better pickaxes, better swords, better weapons, etc., to aid in your quest to loot the enemy kingdom of all of their freaking sweet ass emeralds or diamonds. So that is the basic function of the Mobilisa 2.0, and I think that that is a much simpler version of the game than we did last season. Last season we had a whole bunch of complicated redstone capture platforms and things that unlocked and a whole bunch of other stuff that made the game super complicated. This time around we're keeping it nice and simple. You got to loot your enemy kingdom's team of all of their fine emeralds and diamonds. You got to farm zombies in your dungeon to get a whole bunch of rotten flesh to upgrade your team's items, or you can go into the cave network to kill skeletons and get bones to get even better items for your battle against the orcs or against the elves. That's it, guys. That's the Mobilisa 2.0. It is going to be so freaking sweet, and I can't wait to get started out here, because we have been working Plastic Fantastic quite a long time now, haven't we? We've been working with concrete and sort of very flat colored blocks in Minecraft, and now we get to come and spend a bit of time working with more traditional blocks, making something look amazing, man. We're going to try and make some sort of an elf kingdom of epic proportions that is just going to blow the minds of anybody who comes out here into the Mobilisa 2. We are also going to be doing a little bit extra work out here, which Iskal Stress and I are super excited about. Even though this is going to be the Mobilisa arena, what we want to also do is expand the surroundings of the Mobilisa by a lot, right? So the Elf Kingdom that we're going to be working on might be absolutely massive. This might be where you play the game, but we're going to have this kingdom expand all the way back here. We might have a giant elvish city, a massive elven citadel, leaning out here or breaching out into the skyline when you're looking across the land from the orc side of things. And we might have more cities over here. We might have towns. We might have a human outpost or something over here. And all in all, this area is just going to become something to behold. This entire area is going to be transformed into something absolutely amazing. Guys, I am so pumped. I hope you are pumped too, man. Hit me up in the comments. Let me know your freaking hype level for the Mobalisa 2.0. It is going to be so sick. So just in case any of you guys out there are doubting Iskal's and I's decision to move the Mobalisa 2.0, here we are, back at the original build site. And I think you guys will agree, man. This place is looking super janktastic, baby. What were we even thinking, man? It's a giant hole in the ground. No definition whatsoever. Nothing interesting in the skyline. No biome variations of any kind. No awesome rivers or waters or lakes or anything. It's just a giant pit. And I think the reason that we liked this place when we first found it is because it had a couple of spawners in the right positions. And as I explained to you guys, we're going to be using spawners in quite clever ways for the Mobalisa 2.0. But man, this is just, it's so much worse than the new location, isn't it? The new location is absolutely gorgeous. Now, this is going to be the last time that we come out here. And well, we are here to collect this beacon, which is now being wasted. And we're also here to collect some of these resource eyes. There's a bunch of resources here. And, well, I've shown you guys the plans for the Mobalisa 2. And now it's time to get frickin' cracking. It's time to get down to some work. And as you guys know, we've been working on the Plastic Fantastic build for, well, the entire season of Season 5. And we don't have any materials for traditional Minecraft building. And, well, I think a really good start to this project is going to be to set up a nice big strip mine using a beacon pretty close to the new Mobalisa 2.0. Where we can collect a bunch of smooth stone, a bunch of andesite, gravel, cobblestone, all of that stuff that we're going to need for this new project. You know what, guys? Even after so many years of playing Minecraft, I still take an immense amount of pleasure in even the most mundane tasks in this crazy game. Take, for example, getting yourself set up in a new project, right? I don't know, there's something really satisfying to me about setting up a nether portal and a nether tunnel back to your base, setting up some sort of a resource collection and storage facility so that you have all the blocks that you need for your new project. I don't know, I love the anticipation of it, you know, and especially after having worked on so many massive projects in Season 4, I kind of learned my lesson. It's really important that when you start a new project, especially far away from your base, that you have everything that you need out there, and that saves you a lot of time going back and forth, right? So, for the first step of the Mobalisa 2.0, guys, we are going to be digging a tunnel in the nether all the way back to ReNDoG Island, and yeah, it does come with its dangers, like lava, for example, but I've set up the portal pretty much just above our Elven Kingdom where we're going to be working, and we need to head over to X335 and Z115 and Y84 here in the nether, and that's going to take us all the way back to the nether board. And yeah, that's going to give Iskal and I a nice safe passageway over to the new Mobalisa working area. We then need to set up some sort of a strip mine and some sort of a storage facility so that we can start gathering the resources that we need for this project, and then we can start crafting. Man, it's going to be so sweet. I'm really like nervous, I guess, because I haven't worked with traditional Minecraft blocks for the entirety of the season. I'm so used to working with black and orange. I'm kind of nervous if I've still got what it takes to make something beautiful, man. But I don't know, I'm super inspired by it, and I know that Iskal and Stress are super pumped also. They've been cranking out recording here at Mobalisa 2.0. Make sure you go check out their channels, guys, because I'm sure they're doing some great work too. But yeah, a little bit of work to do here in the nether. Got to get myself safely back to the nether board, and once that's done, we can start excavating some freaking dirt, baby. Yep, this is bringing back some pretty scary flashbacks from Season 4, Cyberdogs. For those of you guys who remember, I made a nether tunnel to the original Mobalisa in Season 4, and, well, we had to cross some pretty scary lava lakes in that particular tunnel, and you guys can see there's a cobblestone bridge all the way in the distance. That's where we need to get to, all the way up there, and we got to safely cross this giant lava lake too. Oh man, I'm going to have to work pretty hard to make this tunnel nice and safe for Iskal and I. I mean, it is looking a little bit scary, man. So far, it's been pretty clean, though. It's just been a straight travel through the nether cliffages, and I was hoping that we'd be able to get all the way back home without any problems. But yeah, we got a giant lava lake over here, and we got to get all the way up to 84 on the Y, and that's going to be directly above this freaking lava lake. Also, looking ahead, there is a pillar of lava over here, which I think we're probably going to need to plug, because Yes, that is just a little bit too dangerous for constant travel back and forth between the Netherboard and the Mobilisa project. Well, let me see if I can do this without derp, and I'm going to leave the camera running just in case I die, because, well, I know you guys like watching me derp, and I'm here to entertain you. You know what I'm saying? Oh, isn't that cute? But it's wrong. What is going on over here, guys? Check it out. There is a villager chilling over here, making his home in the nether. Hi, who's this? Oh, this is Eagle Drone. How did you get over here, dude? This is not safe. You should not be out here. Oh my goodness. Anyway, check it out, guys. I've managed to create our path all the way back to the Mobilisa 2.0 with very little complications. No ghasts interrupted the building of this path, which has been really excellent. And yeah, as you guys can see, it's going to take us all the way down here. And then this pathway takes us all the way back to the Mobilisa 2. This is going to let Iskal and I travel back and forth between our island and the new project. A lot easier and a lot safer, I guess. And it's going to save some rockets also, because we've been flying back and forth for the last week or so. Anyway, that's sweet. First part of today's project is completed. Next up, we need to head back to the Mobilisa 2.0 to set up a strip mine and some sort of a storage facility. We need to start gathering a bunch of resources for this brand new project. And the best way to do that is to get your butt down to level 10 and start stripping, baby, like nobody's business. And hopefully get some diamonds along the way too. I'll tell you something, guys, the ReNDoG brain be cooking with gas today, baby. I've had an epiphany, man. Take a look at this. I've been scouting around the Mobilisa area, and I found this little extreme hills biome. It's kind of small, but this part of the biome is really sweet. Take a look at this. It looks like a place where the orcs or the elves might have come to quarry to collect all of their resources for their bases, right? It looks dug out already. It's so sweet. And the other good thing about an extreme hills biome, of course, is, well, we'll be able to get some emeralds out of this bad boy. We're going to be setting up a strip mine down here, and that means we should be able to strip out a bunch of emeralds and of course a bunch of diamonds, and most importantly a bunch of really important materials. So we need to get ourselves all the way down to around level 5 or so, and then we can start setting up a proper strip mine. So I'm going to make a hole that is too wide. One of those holes is going to be for the beacon, the other hole is going to be for the ladder, and hopefully I'm not going to die on my way down to the butthole of Minecraft. Hold your frickin' paws, Cyberdogs. I know it's not much to look at the moment, guys, but I gotta tell you, I'm having so much fun this afternoon just playing some good old traditional Minecraft, baby. Working with these good old-fashioned blocks. I mean, I haven't placed blocks like this in months. We've just been working with concrete, haven't we? So haven't really had a chance to work with this stuff, but it feels really good, man. It feels like seeing an old friend again after a very long time. I've set up some coal piles outside of what is going to become our storage facility for our strip mine down there. I've set up the beacon. We still need to get it fired up though, but I just wanted to finish off a couple of these chests. This is where we're going to be storing all of the materials that we're going to need for the Mobilisa 2.0, and hopefully this place will be pretty useful for Stress and for Iskal. They'll be able to get a lot of materials from this storage room. I'm going to have to try figure out some sort of a sorting mechanism over here. I've just put stone on this side and andesite on this side, but we could probably do a better job with that. Got our ender chest here, crafting table, couple fern eyes around here too, a bed at the back, and the cool thing about this storage room is, of course, we can just expand it in this direction, can't we? As we need more and more chests to store the items, we can just go backwards. But I guess we're going to be getting so many materials out of the strip mine that, you know, we don't really need to expand this. I mean, all we'll need to do is move items from the strip mine up into the storage room, and that should be pretty good. Anyway, let's get down to the bottom of the strip mine. I want to show you what I've done, and I also want to get this beacon fired up. Yeah, I've got some iron ingots here, and this is where we're going to start our stripping, baby. It is going to be awesome. Okay, this has been set up. A full beacon. Absolutely beautiful. Taken from the old Mobilisa build site. Let's get a bit of iron in there, and let's turn on some haste, baby. Oh, man. I love this part of Minecraft so much. It is so sweet. Take a look at this, guys. With an efficiency 5 pickaxe and a haste 2 beacon like a so, we can literally just strip the freaking jazz out of the bottom of Minecraft. We are currently at level 10 here, which means we should be cranking into a bunch of diamonds while we do this. And while we're doing this, of course, we are collecting a bunch of resources for the project. So That's awesome. Job done for the episode. I am so freaking excited, man. Next episode, guys, we're going to start cranking on the design for our Elven Kingdom of the Mobilisa. And I guess I'm going to spend the next couple of hours off camera just stripping away this entire chunk, getting as many resources out of this mine as possible. And the next time we come together, we'll have everything that we need to start making an Elvish kingdom. Guys, thank you so much for watching this episode, man. I hope you did enjoy it. Make sure that you pop over to Stress Monster 101 and Iskal's channels to see what they are up to for the Mobilisa 2.0. And I honestly can't wait to see you guys in the next episode to get cranking on some nice traditional Minecraft building. It is going to be so sweet. Don't forget to hit the like button if you enjoyed the episode, guys. And yeah, it's ReNDoG signing out. We'll smell you all in the next episode.